good to say goodbye to 2020
Yes,
and welcome 2020. And I don't know about 2021. It's not off to a great start around the world.
I know, but I think we've all got to bring our A-game positive attitude this year. And
yeah, that's it.
Just
Hopefully,
make the best of what we can.
Hopefully, we'll turn it into a good one.
So you're sporting a new look, I noticed.
Oh, just well, it's that time of the year, you know. A bit lazy with the shaver.
Got to take it easy.
Did you play any sport over
Look, I kept
Christmas?
fit, Scotty.
Yeah, of course
I had to keep up with the excessive eating and celebration.
Yeah.
So
you've been working extra hard early in the morning.
Well, no, I've kind of given up my early mornings. I actually got out of bed before 6 o'clock this morning.
Right.
So, yeah, got to get back into it. But yeah, no, I've certainly been.
And what about any park runs or anything like that you've been doing? No,
I haven't done any. But hats off to the people who are down there because, geez, Scotty, we have had some baking weather, haven't we?
Well, I rocked up to Lake Kununurra. Well, yes, I rocked up to Lake Kununurra Golf Club on Saturday, what I thought was pretty reasonably early.
Yes.
And there they are picking up. No, there they are finishing up.
I know that.
They're picking up all their bits and pieces.
Yes. Well, that run starts at 7, which really is a hot time to be running in a place like Kununurra. But it's a great achievement. It's a great way to start your day, everyone, on Sunday mornings. Has it down at the ski beach?
Yeah. Has there been any sport being played?
Not that I know of, Scotty.
Well, of course, I can tell you that the Summer Cup is on.
Oh, of course, golf is going on. Can you tell us about golf, or are we saving it for last?
No, you just talk amongst yourself first.
Okay. So of course we'll have a lot more sports starting back with the school school term kicking off in February. So normally that happens in the first week of school's return, or if not the second week of term. So you're looking at things like football. That'll be happening again on Friday. I haven't heard any different, so I'm going to assume, and we'll of course have some more details to bring everyone closer to that all resuming. So what else have we got? We'll have rugby league, which is gathering force with more numbers. So more kids getting involved in that towards the end of last year. So it'll be great to see a return of those numbers. The rugby league, and no doubt soccer will be big, as I said. Swimming will be going on, Scotty. Swimming, it's the term where lots of.
Well, you'd imagine that a lot of people will be jumping in the swimming pool now.
Yes, that will certainly seem an attractive option, I'm sure. Although sometimes it can be like a lukewarm bath in that pool, Scotty, this time of the year.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Hey, Scotty, there's something new and exciting happening this term. Well, it's not new in terms of happening, but it's never happened at this time of the year before.
Oh,
we were just talking about it before. It's mixed netball.
Oh yeah. Now we have been letting people know about the next mixed netball.
Yes, great.
And backed by popular demand for the 2021 season.
That's right.
What do you mean it doesn't normally get played at this time?
Well, normally it happens just after the women's.
Oh, okay.
Comp. So it's at the end of it's a wet season comp at the start of the wet season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're kind of coming into. Well, later on in the wet season, although theoretically the wet season hasn't properly started, would we say?
Now the season's going to be running every Wednesday from the 3rd of February.
That's a different time too, Scotty. It's Thursday.
Dates may vary with team nominations. So,
that's right.
There might be a few Thursday games. There might be, But you're planning to be every Wednesday from the 3rd of February. That's when the season's kicking off, right through until the 31st of March. It's got a good history in mixed netball.
Sure has. It's so much fun. I think a lot of ladies get put off because playing with guys can sometimes be a little rougher, but not intentionally. I always find it a great laugh, full of giggles, and great fun. It's really good to play alongside the guys because they play a really different game out there, Scotty, as you can imagine.
I met some family down in Perth when we were on holidays. And they all the siblings, the girls and the boys, all play mixed netball. They love it. They love it. Really love it.
They'll probably be more of a junior thing too, because the junior netball was really successful last year, and they had one team just with big boys, the young guys.
Yeah.
So probably be better for those guys to be split up through the teams. I don't know about the boy and the girl teams as such, but there was only one team with the boys.
So now registrations are open at the moment. You need to complete their new online form and return to Kristen. at knxumpiring@hotmail.com.
I think is it Kristen or Kirsten? Kristen, it is Kristen. Kristen Bunce, it's her baby.
Yeah.
And I ran into Chelsea, who's the new netball president.
Oh, but she's a good netballer, isn't she?
Oh
Kristen
yes,
Bunce.
and so is Kristen.
I think she won champion player last year.
Oh, did she?
Like that.
And I think Kristen maybe
last year, 2019.
Yes. Are you talking about Kristen or? Yeah, Kristen's great. Yeah, but so is Chelsea up there.
Chelsea won it last year.
Been doing a lot of. Are we talking about the right Chelsea? Sorry, Chelsea, who's another person I just can't think of her last name.
She was McNeil. Chelsea McNeil.
Yes,
was.
she got married as well. That's right. Yes, you got the right Chelsea.
A champion on the dance floor too, just quietly.
I did mention Chelsea on the dance floor before.
Yeah, Chelsea on the dance floor. The Kununurra Netball Association, once again, doing a brilliant job in Kununurra. They are looking for lots of teams, so ladies, have a chat to your gentlemen friends.
Yes.
And blokes, have a chat to your lady friends and see if you can't get together a mixed netball team for 2021.
Even for a bit of a giggle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've played mixed netball.
Yes, I have. And look, my tip out there to any new kind of teams is to try to
get those elbows high or get those elbows low.
Put your head down, shoulders out, that's right. No, to stick to the same positions. You know, work out a system where you know who's going to be where. It helps the flow of the game.
From the top.
I don't know how the top's going. Yeah.
So well done. So we'll look forward to having a few more of your tips.
Yes, we'll throw in a few hurlers, hey Scotty. Your turn next week.
I ran and got my information regarding the Summer Cup.
Okay.
And the 8th round was played on Saturday, so will be the 9th round coming up this coming Saturday. And it looked like a fantastic group of people got out there. 23 people played on Saturday, so it's fantastic. You've got to see the course, so if you haven't driven past recently or something, it is looking fantastic.
Thanks to Dwayne.
Absolutely. Mr. Dwayne Burns doing a brilliant job, the groundkeeper.
For quite a number of years now.
He certainly has, and of course the weather's been helping him along, but somebody's got to get, jump on the tractor and go and mow it on a regular basis. But it's doing very well. There's a lot of what we call sticky grass around at the moment, so the ball doesn't actually bounce as far. It's it's nice and green and lush, so the ball
likes to rest there.
And it gets stuck. Hence sticky grass.
I should say.
But there's some good golfers out there at the moment. Now, I think players like Brad Adams and Evan Stoddard are up there. Luke Watson. I haven't got an absolute list of how the scores are going at the moment after the best 6 rounds. But congratulations to champion ladies golfer Sandy Cocaine, who had 21 points on Saturday. It is a very good score. It's hard to get a good score like that. You must be playing good golf at the moment.
Wow.
Very precise golf. You need to, because as I said, that's sticky grass, but also the greens, or the sand scrapes that we call greens.
Have you got a hot tip for dealing with sticky grass? Avoid it at all costs.
You put me on the spot there.
Okay, you think about it.
No, you've got to just try to get your distances right. In 6 months' time, you'll be able to sort of bounce onto the greens. But at the moment,
you've got to play your game a bit differently.
And even
adaptable.
You've got to be, and you've got to have a little bit of lady luck on your side at the moment too.
That always goes far in the game of golf.
So where were we talking about just playing? Also, Steve Lemon from the pub.
Yeah.
He had a good round.
Steve.
He was the leader for the men's. He had 19 points.
That's a great game too, isn't it?
So I'll try to get an update in the next couple of weeks of the actual leadership, the leaderboard.
Good, Scotty. And you tell me you've been playing a fair amount of golf, but not so much. You played it away.
I did. When I went on holidays, I had all of December off. It was sensational.
Beautiful.
Came back last Monday, back to Warrangary.
And welcome back. We're all very glad to see you here.
Yeah, well, it was. there's nothing like a long break to make recharge,
yes.
get back into it.
Regain the zest for life.
Couldn't go away too far, so so I went down to Perth and went down because our daughter Lily graduated as a nurse and all that sort of stuff, and so we're very happy about that.
Right.
Very proud of it. But while we're down there, of course, I don't know if you've been to driven around Perth, but it's got a lot of golf courses around Perth. A lot.
All right, nice.
A lot. And of course, we went on a bit of a golfing holiday down in the southwest and played Bustleton and Capel and.
Who's this? Who was playing with you?
Burnsy and myself and.
And
ex-champion Al Wardley, who's living down there now.
Yeah.
We went and played Margaret River, which is a very nice course and just a fantastic place down in Margaret River.
Oh, yeah. I've not been there,
the surfing there was just brilliant. We didn't pull on the wetsuit and take the board out, but we sat on the head and.
Did you get in the water, Scott?
No. It was too cold. It was a bit too cold down there.
I'm sure I would have
but when the road went, also played where else? Down Bunbury, and then on a road trip played Dunsborough Lakes as well. That was fantastic, and I went down to Albany. I was scared about Albany because everybody said it blows a gale down there, and you need to be, it's a narrow course and things like that. There was a bit of drizzle when I played, but not a breath of air, of wind. It was brilliant, and it's as true a links course as you can find. A links course is like a Scottish course, a real traditional golf course. Played between the water, the ocean, and the sort of the land that you can build houses on.
Really?
All that sort of grassy area between, which is known as a sort of a links area. So that's a traditional Scottish course, and Albany is as traditional Scottish course as you can get here in Australia. Nice. Beautiful area, beautiful. Really enjoy. Loved driving around, but I played a whole bunch of courses in Perth as well. So it was just some really nice golf courses down there. And what I noticed is thousands of people playing golf at the moment. Thousands.
Really?
You had to book. There was bookings all over the place. There were big groups. I just seen, and every course I was on, there were loads and loads of people playing. So it was good to see. I just think it's just a social game that people can play in this sort of under these circumstances.
Sure.
There's not a lot of sport that people can necessarily go to and watch, and a lot of contact sport not being played and things like that. So and of course it was the lead up to Christmas, so people were in that sort of festive mood and things like that. But I was just blown away by how busy all the golf courses were down there in Perth. It was incredible. So and of course the Summer Cup is played every Saturday right up until the 21st of March.
Okay, so how many more games?
I don't know how many. What are we playing? 9. So it's probably about 12 more games to play. Got round 9 coming up this coming Saturday. So maybe 12, 13 games still to go. So that's good now. Still plenty of time to play some good golf, and of course remember you need to get 6 games in.
Your 6 best scores.
Your 6 best scores, and the prizes are sensational. We've got a whole bunch of new sponsors, including myself this year. Helping out with sponsorship. Always some great prizes, and of course the top 10 golfers get prizes. There'll be brand new clubs for number 1, and bags, and all the way down to a box of balls, 10th place. So some good prizes. So get out, and it's really been good to see some new faces and fresh faces down at the course down there every Saturday.
Cool.
So get your mates together and go and have a hit at the Lake Panara Golf Club. The 20/21 Summer Cup played every Saturday. Get your card in before 5:30. You can play any time. You can be down there at 6 o'clock in the morning if you want. And a lot of people play in the morning, and a handful of people play in the afternoon. But you can play any time as long as your game's over and done with.
Only the crazy people would play in the middle of the day, right, Scotty?
Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
Yeah, something like that.
Anything else? Look, I also wanted to one story that regarding sport that popped out to me over the weekend was. Do you hear about this? The sprint star, Jack Hale.
Oh my goodness, Scotty! Yes, I had to translate yards to meters.
Yeah. So what did you get? How did you get? How many meters did you get then?
0.94 something. Hang on, Scotty.
It is. It's what? No, hang on. It's 100 and.
So yeah, it's 0.914 meters to a yard.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So the translation. So what his effective run was. So for those people who don't know, Jake Hale ran the fastest 100 yard time.
100 yard time. The fastest in Australian history. He broke a 55-year record.
Yeah, that's right. So he ran that amount in 9.43 seconds,
yeah.
Scotty, which translates, it's akin, or the same, equivalent to 10.2 seconds for the 100 metres.
Yeah.
Which is very fast.
Yeah.
Any way you look at it in yards or metres, that's fast.
It certainly is. Well done. Where did he do it again? In Geelong.
Oh,
I loved it. I watched the replay, and it looked like any little country town set up.
Right.
It just looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Because foot races used to be huge, absolutely huge in in country towns all those years ago, with lots of big purses on there as well. When the Stall Gift is still, I think, the richest foot race in the world or something. Definitely richest in Australia.
Did go up Kelly's Knob a couple of times. I took young Max Mason with me once when the storm was coming in, and I thought he was going to blow off. Yeah. It was that windy at the top of Kelly's Knob.
What did you run up there?
Of course, a couple of times.
Wow, fantastic. So well done, Jack Hale.
Yeah, that's incredible.
55-year record, and he reckons he's still got more in the tank. He reckons he can do.
How old is Jack? Do we know how old he is?
He is 22, is he?
Okay.
22. I've got the news open.
Hey, and Scotty, it wouldn't be cricket if we didn't mention cricket.
Yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll do that in a minute. I'm going to break. No, he hasn't got his age here, Jack Hale.
Okay.
How old's Jack Hale, you reckon? Not too sure.
Okay.
But anyway, well done. We'll keep an eye on him, won't we?
Yes. What are we going into? The third day, Scotty?
Yeah. Well, no, we're going into the fifth day today.
Oh.
Yeah, the last day of the Sydney Test. Now, the Sydney Test was the New Year's Eve.
Final day of the third.
Yeah, of the third test. Final day of the third test.
Yeah.
So the Sydney Test used to be the New Year's Test, and I mean it still is the New Year's Test.
Yeah.
First one for the new year, but it used to be around about the 2nd of January traditionally.
That's true. Yes, that's right.
And the way it went now,
things are a bit different.
Yeah, they put in the 7th. Not many people in the crowd, of course, with COVID restrictions, but some good performances. Great to see Steve Smith for the first round, for the first innings. 131.
131.
131. He was eventually run out.
And pretty good second innings too.
Yeah, and also good to see the young opener Will Pukowski. He had 60. He had 62 in his opening in his maiden test.
Not bad at all.
His debut innings is 62.
Yeah.
So well done to him. And also well done to Pat Cummins, who bowled like an absolute champion.
Did he?
He's a champion,
and
he bowled very, very well. Helped get India out for 244 in the second innings.
Gosh.
And then the second innings for the Australians, Smith another 81. And also great to see Cameron Green performing. He was thrown in a couple of games ago, and he's had an 84.
Yes.
So potential great all-rounder. And Cricket Australia see big things from him, so they're sort of blooding him.
Keep that name in mind.
Yeah, Cameron Green, keep an eye on it.
And so Australia's in a fairly good position now.
We need to get one of these two out. that are in at the moment. We're 3 for 179. At the moment, we are at 228 runs ahead. India need 228 runs to win, and they've got 7 wickets in hand.
Okay.
So we need to. I'd be throwing them. I'm just going to have a look. He hasn't had a bowl yet. I would be throwing the ball to Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Sydney Cricket Ground. He knows the Sydney Cricket Ground. He hasn't had a bowl yet, and that's what I'd be doing. Nathan Lyon and Steve Smith.
Okay, they're the ones.
I'd be throwing, and you need a breakthrough. Yeah. Throw the ball to Steve Smith. Go on, do it.
Nice call, Scotty.
Well, we'll wait and see if it happens, but it hasn't happened yet. He hasn't had a bowl yet.
Yeah. Hey,
he doesn't bowl much nowadays, unfortunately. Okay. But
see what he's got. Hopefully.
He was, he came in to play cricket originally as a bowler, so.
And he's showing other areas. Now, Jack Hale is 22, Scotty. You must have seen that somewhere and tucked it away in the memory bank.
Must have. Yeah. I couldn't find that. I couldn't find his age on the internet, but you did. Well done.
Yeah.
What else is?
So just with the department, obviously. So again, we'll be trying to support as many community groups and sporting groups and help the community become more active and sustainable in their sport and recreation deliveries. So just remember that I'm available on 0448 445 348, or you can find me in the Save the Children building on certain days, but I'm available to meet outside of my hours, so just give me a call. And of course, Scotty and I are very excited. We should try and have a guest, Scotty. Who might be our first guest to join us in the studio?
Well, the invitation's there,
it's open to anyone from the community groups, sport and recreation, any endeavours that are going to get people up and off the couch, Scotty, we want to hear about.
That's it. Life Be In It. Are you old enough to remember the Life Be In It?
I can see it, I can hear it, I can watch old Norm.
Old Norm, that's the one. With a fantastic advertising back in the day, wasn't it?
Everyone knew that.
And it helped, and get people off the couch and out living life.
That's right.
Now it's not only sport that we want people from. We want all sorts of recreations and pursuits and clubs and all sorts of things.
Sorry, is that a carton, Scotty?
Yes, it is. Since you mentioned it, it definitely is.
Whoopsie.
I look forward to having that come next Monday. You said it.
Oh dear. Look, I am revealing my age. I'm sure no young people talk about that anymore.
Right. We got to keep talking because, I haven't had any problems with the computer. I've been back a week. I've had no problems with the computer. And bang, and I think somebody played with it over the weekend. I'm going to go and do a witch hunt in a minute.
We can mention.
I've got a stalled, frozen computer at the moment.
Well, do we want to talk about Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield? About that? Signing up for a $200 million boxing match.
Wow.
That's not mere buttons there, Scotty, is it? That's like a whole bucket.
That's
overflowing of big buttons.
That's I was going to say $100 million per year, but it's less than that because there's not enough to go around. There's Evander Holyfield. How many years has he got left? He's going in again.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll have the earmuffs on, no doubt. They'll make sure they feed Mike Tyson before the game.
That's right.
But I have seen some of his workouts. How old's Mike Tyson at the moment now?
How old is he? I don't know.
Is he in 40s or his 50s? I think he's in
come on,
40s.
He's got to be older than me.
I can't remember how old he is. Anyway, I wouldn't like to be standing in front of him.
No, I'm sure he's still at 54, Scotty.
54 years old.
He'll be a very solid unit.
He is a solid unit, but he is as fast as anything. Seeing some of his training online.
Yes, my
goodness. Unbelievable. When's that planned?
I don't know when it's planned.
I imagine they'll get their money back when they do pay per view around the world for that boxing match.
Yes.
That's going to be huge.
It will be crazy.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. Evander Holyfield, he has
Who
got
were you on?
no hope.
Oh,
no
really?
hope.
No hope. What
Well, I mean, after seeing the training, like taking it pretty
he hasn't really
seriously.
lost any of his skills. Oh dear, right.
Calling Iron Mike for nothing.
Yes.
It's tough as nails.
Gosh.
Great to see you back.
You too. Thank
Really
you so
great
much,
to see you
Chips.
back.
Happy Monday.
Fish and Chips happens every Monday between 8 and 8:30. Between 8:30 and 9. We always go overboard. In fact, it's 6 minutes past 9 o'clock. And as Chip said, we want you in the studio. So please come and talk about your favourite sport. You're all about your sport, all about your champions, all about your fixtures,
your
how
role
people,
in sport,
how people can,
town.
how people can get involved to play your sport, where your sport's played, why your sport is such great sport to play. Come in and talk to us about it. We'd love to see you in the studio. Get in contact with Chips to organise it.
That's
How do they do that, Chips?
They can call me on 0448 445 348 or come and find me in the Save the Children building. And Scotty, of course, the Keys school holiday program is still happening.
Oh, good. I haven't got any information on that. I need to get it.
Scotty, right, okay, I'll have to make sure you get that
I'm
program
going to look it up.
through.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, so there's like football down tonight. There's probably something else during the day. Just haven't got that in front of me either. And there's all sorts going on. There's supposed to be an Arvo Community Day tomorrow down at the Sporties Oval with just a few various activities happening. So check that out from 4 to 8. I think there's also, the PCYC's got some swimming happening at the pool before that, so finishing up by 4. So get on the Facebook page and check out the Keys program. You can find out what's on today.